trying to get this figured. Once I get this figured out, we get going. But, yeah, it is what it is. It should be populating, but it's not right now. So that sucks. We'll figure that out, though, going forward. Let's get to you guys' questions. What's happening? Lions record prediction by Kevin McFleary. Well, I say the Lions will go 6 wins this year. I'm having 6 wins for the Detroit Lions. I think that's predominantly what it needs to be. Expectations-wise from myself is to get 6. Now, it should be, you want to expect more, but this is going to be a difficult schedule for the Lions here, in my personal opinion. I think it's going to be hard for the Lions to get past that in a little bit. Now, that's just my personal opinion. Everyone else got different ones. Hit that like button, folks, while we get this thing going. If you got questions, just let me know. It's just a live Q&A for the day, and we will get at it for the moment and have some fun. Let me get another thing popping on here for you guys, and once that thing is going, we will be good to go. So we got this view count, properties. Bear with me. This is just not doing the way it should be doing immediately, and that's kind of the way that this stuff goes sometimes. Just the way that it goes, especially when you're experimenting with something completely new like I am right now. And why isn't it not showing? Let's see. It should be showing. There's another view for you. There's another view, but let's get 4 on there. There, we got 24 people showing in here. We'll go back to this view, and I'm going to show you a little bit just the way that it works. And it's not doing it. So, it's not fading. Let's see. Get rid of that. Nope. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Let's get all that stuff on here. You have some time before work. I finally get to catch you live. Hey, thank you for the $5 super chat, Travis Dooley. I'm just trying to mix with stuff right now and show you kind of what the new setup is going to be looking like. You got a cube here, so we can do like we're live at Ford in Detroit, when, you know, the way that it should be, right? The way that it should be. So many different views, and we're just working with it right now and getting it. We got 26 in the building. Let's see. Thoughts on the ball icon set to alert you, man. Go lucky and saw this stream. Click the bell and should be good going forward. What's going on, Tim Monroe? Have you started FanDuel yet? Not yet. Not yet. Goff, I think Goff could have a better season than what people are predicting. I've seen that in the comment section there. I think that when it comes to Jared Goff, the important thing for him is he just needs to not turn the ball over. I think that is vital for him. Just don't turn the ball over. And if he can do that, it should be good to go for him. But the issue is can he do that? Now, I think, again, it's a lot to do with his play action and his concept of putting the ball too far in on the running back into his stomach, you know, when it comes to that facet. So if he can get that and keep that going, I think that would be good for him, and to continue to keep the ball there. Let's see. Detroit, Michigan, 1990 is out. You're making no sense. What all you talk is nonsense because Matt Stafford is on the Rams. I'm sick of the disrespect they're showing to our new quarterback. I 100% agree. It's a lot of disrespect going on. I don't understand this, why they continue to show the utmost disrespect to him. And just viewable for active live streams. There we go. Yo, what is going on, Detroit Lions? Thank you for coming in here. I'm just waiting for all the comments to affiliate on here so then I can speak to you directly. And now they're starting to come on a little bit. Just takes a little bit of time here. Let's see. The new Lions formally gave Matt Campbell an offer. When it comes to Matt Campbell, I don't think that's the case. Those rumors looked to be fake. That's what I said last Thursday. I said when it comes to those news, I didn't really believe it at the time. Why didn't I believe it at the time? Because the concept of no one else knowing, it seemed a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. Why wouldn't they know? Why wouldn't, the Dave Burkett's, why wouldn't a contract come out? And it seemed a little premature, and so that's why I didn't believe it at the moment. Tim Monroe says, what made you become a Lions fan? Well, what made me become a Lions fan is, I was a kid hanging out with my dad. I think I was like 6 years old, watching Barry Sanders, watching the Detroit Lions, and I loved the game of football. And so I really wanted to have fun, and that concept of working hard, blue collar, living in a cold environment like Michigan, it all came together to where I really liked the Detroit Lions, and I really liked the direction of what a Lions fan would be. And so that's what I wanted to do. Goff will be fine. Sounds great. Thank you, Grid. I don't know why the comments are not showing up on my feed here, so I got to figure out what the reason why is so I can get more comments showing up. It's only a handful of people's comments are coming on here, and that's kind of sucks because I want everybody's comments to show up, but it's not right now. So I'm not really understanding why. Let's see. Let me try that. Maybe that will work. But let's see here. Goff, all of you don't turn the ball over and an O-line doesn't get him killed. He should be all right. 100% agree with that, Monterey Moore. If they can just hold the offensive line, if they can keep him upright, then I think the Detroit Lions should be fine when it comes to just having him do essential just to be a quarterback like an Alex Smith type of guy. I don't think he needs to be the guy that does everything like a Matthew Stafford. I don't think he needs to be the guy that does everything like other quarterbacks in Aaron Rodgers. I think that he needs to be a guy that can hand the ball off, play action at need be with TJ Hockenson, do these little things to get better from that perspective. That's what I believe he needs to do. He doesn't need to be the guy. My Steelers play you guys. Good luck, bro. That's going to be a difficult one. I love the Lakers Nation. It's going to be difficult for the Detroit Lions to really get better and to beat good teams such as the Steelers. I think it's going to be difficult for Detroit Lions, but I think they're definitely capable of doing it, and that's the way that I kind of see it right there. And so it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a long season. I think we're not going to get the most wins in the world, but at the end of the day, it's going to be rough. What's going on, Don19, also known as Don Stradamus? Appreciate you coming in here for the day. We play the Steelers. Yes, we can beat the Steelers. You can beat any team for sure. I mean, that's no doubt about it, but it's going to be difficult because, the Steelers, they were not doing as good at the end of the year that they were doing at the beginning of the year, but at the end of the day, it is the Steelers, and, we are the Detroit Lions. So we'll just see going forward how this works for them. Can they consistently do that? 41 in the chat. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 19 likes. This one's off. Let's get those likes up, folks, let's get it to 25. We're going to go on for a while. If you got questions, hey, ask. It's your time to kill this and ask questions. And we're going to have fun doing that. You skipped my question twice. Well, I apologize for skipping your question. Justin, let me take a look really quick. And one of the most underrated positions is kicker. What's up with ours? Who is he? Is he good? Better than our previous ones? Well, when it comes to the kicker position, we really don't know yet. We don't know until camp comes. We got a Steelers guy that we picked up, and we also got an unknown guy. So we really don't know yet. When it comes to Matt Prater, I think he was starting to fall off last year, but Honestly, we don't know. We didn't know about Jack Fox last year, but guess what? Jack Fox did a fairly good job considering he was unknown. So sometimes unknown doesn't mean bad, but it also doesn't mean it's going to be great either. So it's just going to be an unknown. So we don't know until honestly until it happens. So can't really give that to you. Why does the league hate us so much? Do you think we need a wide receiver from Sheldon McCreary? I think that when it comes to the wide receiver position right now, I mean, we can always get another wide receiver, but I don't think they're really going to do that. I think they're going to go ahead and just stay with what we have. Again, we're in a rebuild/retool mode, but if they got another wide receiver, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm not going to complain at all. I think that is a position of weakness right now. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a good pickup. We do got Tyrell Williams and Brashard Perryman, but Tyrell Williams and Brashard Perryman are known for injuries, so if they wanted to get another wide receiver, again, when teams start to cut to the 53-man roster, maybe a good wide receiver will be available. Well, a better upgrade from what we have, and they can go re-sign him. Quintez Cephas, though, I do think is going to take a step up this year. Do you think we should trade for Odell Beckham Jr.? You know, I'm thinking about making a video on this because I get a lot of questions about this. And then TPS made a video about Odell Beckham Jr. getting traded to the Detroit Lions. So I think I will make a video about this. You know, looking at just being a honest perspective. Personally, I don't think we should trade for one, but I want to do a video what the value is going to be, what it would look like, how would the teams differ if we decided to go that route when it comes to Odell Beckham Jr. Personally, I would say no, but what if they decided to trade for Odell Beckham Jr.? That would be interesting to see how he could fit. Obviously, he would be an upgrade in a sense that he's better than a Brashard Perryman and a Tyrell Williams, but his health would be an issue for sure. And he is entering the prime of his years, so I think they could make it work if they wanted to do that. But personally, I think it would probably be not the smartest idea to do that. Let's see. How good do you think our special teams will be? I think our special teams, Alan, will be really good. I think it would be an awesome special teams. Sorry, folks, for not having your comments come up. There's issues going on with this. I'm going to actually restart it really quick for how to get your guys' comments on. But, yeah, man, I think that when it comes to special teams, I think they're going to be really good. I mean, that's not the best position in the world to be really good at, but in all honesty, when you look at how that our special teams is and how when it comes to Jack Fox is the GOAT. He's a big part of special teams. When it comes to Dom Muhlbach, obviously. But we just don't know about the kicker position and the return game. How is the return game going to be? It wasn't too bad last year. And Jamal Agnew, to me, wasn't that big of a deal. And it was just one of those things. So if you got a question, do a hashtag just so it's easy for me to see it. And if I miss your question, it's not because I'm being a prick. It's because I missed your question, and it's just going in fairly quickly. Let's see. Do you think our coaching staff would want Odell Beckham Jr. due to his being a diva? Well, I don't know. You know, I don't know about that when it comes to that aspect. Would they want him? Probably not because it's a young roster. But at the end of the day, they picked up some individuals that are outspoken. If you look at Brockers, he's a very outspoken individual. Even if you look at Jared Goff, he's a little more outspoken. Obviously, Dan Campbell, but probably not because he is more of a diva, but you don't know. Why would we want a real lion? That's funny. If we wanted to get a real lion, I think it's more of a tongue-in-cheek. I don't think it was actually legitimate, like they really want to get a legitimate lion in here. I think it was more tongue-in-cheek, but it would be funny, though. You put the real lion on the sideline, right? You got Dan Campbell in there. He's getting riled up. You haven't fed that lion in a couple days. He's on the opposing team's sideline. They're getting worried. That would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. But, yeah, I don't see them actually legitimately getting a lion for sure. Like and subscribe, folks. Make sure you hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed, that's crazy. I'm dropping content every single day. And I'm on Newsbreak as well. So make sure you go to Newsbreak, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. My last video, well, not my last one, my second to last video got 125.5 thousand views. Yes, folks, 125.5 thousand views. We are beating the legacy media. Make sure you go ahead and check that out on Newsbreak. And if you got questions, again, this could be the time to do it on a Sunday, because my last live stream went really bad, and so I wanted to do a live Q&A session to help you guys out with the better results here. Let's see, the Lions could be the bad cop. Okay, plus second is too much for Cooks. Best ability is availability, 100% Adam Carver. Hockenson, will Hockenson be Goff's Gronk this season? I don't think he's going to be Gronkowski-esque. I think he's going to be very good. I mean, Gronkowski is a different level of good, but I think he can be. He's going to be probably the number one person who receives the football as a wideout or a tight end. I think he'll be the number one guy for sure, and I think he's going to have a breakout year, no doubt about it. So if you guys want to hit fantasy, make sure you get T.J. Hockenson. I think he's going to have a crazy year this year. He could go to the Pro Bowl, but there's a lot of quality tight ends in the NFL, and we know how the Pro Bowl is. They don't like Detroit Lions. Odell Beckham ready to win at the stage of his career. Yeah, he's not. I'm going to get this over here so I can see your guys' comments a little bit easier. Wow, so this didn't, and Brad Holmes, this is not picking up your comments on here. I have an idea. Let me see. Can I go live on this one? And then why this is... I'm going to fix something really quick. So let me get a question here. How many yards do you think Swift is going to get? Great question. I think that when it comes to Swift, he could probably get 1,000 yards rushing. I honestly believe he can get 1,000 yards rushing. I think that when it comes to DeAndre Swift, he is going to be definitely killing it this year, because if you look at the offensive line of the Lions right now and you look at what they're trying to do, it is on a different level right now of running the football. You got folks in here they're definitely going to get it. They're going to run the football, and I think that's amazing for what we want going on here. Is we want this team to run the football, and you're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. And let me get this thing up here. I am going to review this and get this thing going. Maybe this will help. I don't know. But for sure, I think they're going to have a good year. I do. I do think they're going to have a good year. And when it comes to DeAndre Swift, out of the backfield passing, I think he's going to do well as well. I'm not sure how many passing yards he will get, out of the backfield, but I think he's going to have a big year. What's going on, Dolo? What is going on? Edward, what's going on? Bruce, hey, nice to see you live in the chat, Bruce. That is what's up right now. That is what's up. Let me try to reconnect here. I'm telling you, this is having issues here on my chat. I don't know why, but we're gonna log out here, and we're gonna log back in onto it and see if we can get this thing going here. And we're gonna try to get your guys' comments on here. I think it's important so you guys see it, and if we can get your comments going, that is what's up. All right, let's get this thing. Okay, I did log into here. I want to get your guys' comments flowing. So, login process completed. Please see the application. Okay. Now, let's get this on and get this going. And it's still not showing your guys' comments. That is crazy. What's up, Mikey Mike? I agree he's solid, but you don't spend a second for a solid 27. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be spending a second-round draft pick if they tried to get him. What's going on, Dern? You can get about 30 for 1 on the Lions winning the division. I got some money on that. Eventually, it's unlikely. But, hey, 30 to 1, hey, if crazy something happened, you get it, right? You get it. And so that would be fan-freaking-tastic. And to get that on there and win 30 to 1, that would be amazing, winning 30 to 1. I don't know why the comments are not coming on here. So we're just going to have to screw it right now. And we will get out of this position. So I'll just read your comments on here, and we'll go here. So we see Lions, Hawk, Swift, and J. Will. Yes, how many games do the Lions win this year? I said this a little bit earlier. I have us winning 6 games this year. I think that's about right for what we're trying to do in Detroit. I don't think we're going to be the first pick in the draft. I don't think that's going to happen. That's ridiculous. I think the Texans could definitely be the first pick. I believe that what they're assuming is that Jared Goff is a mouth breather, and I don't think he's that bad. I don't. I think he's a little bit better than mouth breathing status. And so I think that will help us out a little bit. Do you think Jamal Williams will take production out of Swift? Yeah, I do, cool man. I do think there's going to be production taken out of DeAndre Swift when it comes to Jamal Williams, but that's a good thing because we need to have a dual running back. A lot of NFL teams have not just one running back, they have 2. Ask TA Noble Sports, if you look what they got going on in Cleveland Browns, they're running the football like crazy because they have multi-backs that just straight up kill this thing. So 100% I think that it is okay to have that, and I think it's okay that he's going to take away from Swift. And if there's an injury, it's good to have both running and be used to it. It's really important for this team to get good at the running position and not be a one-dimensional player. We don't want that to happen. So we want to have multi-players for this football team that can run the football. And then we got to look at Jamar Jefferson. What type of production is he's going to do take away? I think he's more of a theoretic type of guy, and he will get that. What's going on, Roman? Allen says 8-9. Lions have just a good chance to win the division as any other team, so odds should be 4 to 1. 30 to 1 is a steal. It is if you're a bet man, you're going to gain a lot of money, so why not do that for sure? What's going on, Go Lions? Welcome to the chat. If you want to be a member of my channel, hit that join button. He is a member of this channel. Definitely is good from there. Let's see something here. Not going to stop the stream. Not going to do that. I just wish I could bring your guys' comments up. I have no idea why it's not doing that. And that's a bit frustrating for this team. Let's see what other you guys got going on. I read that Lynn wants Williams to be number 1. It's possible. I don't think he's going to be. I don't think you're going to have like a specific number 1. Like even if it's on the depth chart that this guy is specifically number 1, my assumption is that's not going to be the case. They're going to split carries, and I do think that, in all honesty, you'll see that Swift have a little bit more. But Jamal Williams is going to have a big factor for the Lions. He's definitely going to have a big factor for the Lions, and I think it's going to be massive for this team to have that. He is a individual that can go in between the tackles and get the football out of the backfield. That's vital for what we're trying to do. We need to have to run the football. We're so used to passing the football in Detroit, we have forgotten what really wins games, and that is running the football. I think that is the factor of what really helps us win games, is running the football. And so once we can get that running game in there, once we can get that going, I think we will be good to go for sure. But we got to be able to run the football, and having not just one guy, but 2 guys is vital for the Lions. Mike, would you sign Malik Hooker? Malik Hooker, yeah, I would sign Malik Hooker. Yeah, it's a little bit of a risk, but you want to know what? It's important for the Lions to really have good at the safety position. It is extremely, extremely important to get players who can help us, because do you really want to have Harris as a guy you have to rely on? Do you want to have Harris to rely on? I personally do not want Harris to rely on. I think that is not what I need here. I would rather have a starter that can help this team out immediately. And I'm worried that Harris is going to hurt us. I think it is going to hurt us. And so I think if we can get a Malik Hooker, if you can get somebody from that era to help out the back end of the defense with Walker, it would be more beneficial to the Lions than what we got going on right now. So that is my issue for this safety position. Do you think the Lions go win a Super Bowl in 5 years? I hope they can be competing in 3 years. Not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl, but hopefully in 3 years they're a team that, you would expect that could win the NFC North. It's just up there with one of those teams that, you expect this team to be a competitor. And hopefully that's the case. But right now, that's not the case. But because you expect year one, you expect them to have a little bit of hiccups. Year two, you expect them to get a little bit better. And year three, you expect them to compete. So hopefully year three, they can compete and start to be a team that can win, the NFC North, that can get to an NFC championship. That's what you want, because if you don't expect that after a couple years, then why are we fans of this team? That would be my aspect of it. Why are we fans if we cannot expect a winning team in 3 years? So I'm not waiting 5 years. I want to wait 3 years for it. So that's what I would expect. Let's see here. Does Melifonwu take us out of the safety position? Melifonwu definitely could be an asset to the safety position. I think that's one of the reasons he was drafted, not just as a corner, but he's a multi-dimensional player. He can play the corner positions all over the field, the slot position, outside, and safety. And I think he's a big guy. We're talking a bit of a big body, so why not throw him over there and help out that positional group that's lacking? And that's my personal opinion on it. Will it happen? I don't know, but I think it can happen for sure. Let me see here. Got that up. I'm trying to get your guys' comments on here and get it to so you guys can read, but I'm just not seeing it, how it's working. Dan Campbell, what is your thoughts on Odell to the Lions rumors? Cool, man. A lot of people want to talk about the Odell Beckham Jr. I don't think it's legitimate. It's just, it doesn't seem like, for me, when it comes to Odell Beckham Jr., it just kind of seems like it doesn't seem like the right person at the right time. I just feel like they're going to go younger. I think that's what we're seeing with this team. We're seeing younger players in here. We're getting guys. I mean, we just signed a cornerback safety that was been 2 years in the league. This will be the second year. So I don't think they're going to make a trade for an Odell Beckham Jr. when we're going to be rebuilding through the draft. And you would have to probably get up a second-round draft pick to get an Odell Beckham Jr. or third. And I just don't believe that's going to be the case. As a member, how I didn't know about this live stream. I don't know, 9 Drinks. It should have sent you, that's terrible, because you got to hit that notification bell. If you don't hit that notification bell, sometimes this stuff can happen. And that's why a lot of us preach, hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell. So if you guys in the chat right now have not hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Because there's going to be times where I will go live and it just won't do it. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions. Let's see. If we get a top 10 pick in 2022, would you go for a quarterback or a different position? If we get a top 10 draft pick, I would like to get defensive line or a linebacker. I believe we got 2 first-round draft picks, so just depending which one we got. Wow, Tim Monroe just became a member. I'm going to have this one show up so we can see it on here. It will be didn't pop up, but yes, thank you so much, Tim Monroe, becoming a member to my channel. God bless you. Thank you for joining the members here. We do member stuff on the sideline, and it's fun. But if we have a top 10 draft pick, maybe we have 2. Who knows? Maybe the Rams suck. But I'd like to get defensive end and or linebacker with that position. I think it's really important to beef up the defense. With that said, I'm still about the concept of best player available. If you can get the best player available, that is the way to go because we still have many holes on this team. We're still going to need a starting wide receiver next year. We're still going to need definitely a linebacker, a defensive end. Who knows? Maybe Jared Goff busts out. I don't believe he's going to be an absolute trash, but if he does trash out, you could go quarterback. But if you just go best player available, you're not going to screw up this draft. Penei Sewell was the best player available this past draft. What the Lions do, they picked him up. Lions fans were happy. Okay, and Levi Onwuzurike, he was the best player available in the second round. He was the number 1 rated defensive tackle on some boards and the number 2 on other boards. A big need for the Detroit Lions was the defensive line. They picked it, and it really helped us out in a big way. So whatever is the BPA, take that for sure. And if it's a quarterback, it's a quarterback. I have no problem if that is the best player available. Like, let's be real here. Justin Herbert was the best player available last year's draft, and we decided not to go that route. He would have definitely helped us in a big way. Safety, for sure. I'd love to get a safety. We all know we need help at safety position, no doubt about it. And if we could get a safety, I'm all for it for sure, because I feel like, dang, safety is killing us too as well, and we need to get that in there. If I want Hamilton, thank you, great content. No, thank you, Tim Monroe. God bless you. Let's see. Are you a basketball fan? I am not a big basketball fan. Hey, all those basketball fans out there, cool to you guys. That's awesome. I'm not the biggest NBA guy. I have a basketball outside. I play with my kids, but I don't follow it. I probably should, but I don't do it as much. With that said, if you do follow NBA Troxel Sports Streams, he's a member of ISN. He's live streaming, I think, 3 games today. Check him out. What Lions jersey will you get next? Me, Swift, or Mac McNeil? My next jersey is DeAndre Swift. I'm waiting to see if he eventually changes his number. I don't want to buy a jersey right now and then him change his number. So I'm just waiting to see that. And then I'm probably going to get a Jared Goff jersey here very soon. I get paid from YouTube in about a week, and I think that I'll be purchasing some of that. And I'm waiting on TA Noble Sports and Troxel Sports Streams. When they get their new jerseys from a place they purchased, that's where I want to go as well. We should go for the best defender next year with Derek Stingley. Well, it just depends where you're at. Thibodeau, I think, is a pretty good defender as well. $5 super chat from none other than the GOAT, Travis Doyley. It's been fun watching you, but I have to get to work. Go Lions. Well, Travis Doyley, have fun on work on a Sunday. Hey, it's tough sometimes working on a Sunday, but thank you so much for your super chat. You're a big supporter of this channel. Travis Doyley is a GOAT. Me too. I want to buy a Swift jersey, but I'm worried that he will change his number. Yep, 100% cool, man. That's the way that I am here as well. I just don't want to buy a jersey and then them turn around and, get another one. So that would be terrible. If you got questions, just put it in the chat, and if I missed it, I apologize. Just do a hashtag NFL, hashtag Lions, and then I can see it in my chat screen It's just difficult when you got 102 in the building. And if you haven't hit that like button, smash that like button. Let's get this 75 likes in this live stream. Live Q&A. It is not a video today. It's Q&A because I'm showing off my new setup. I say BPA, don't care what position. 100% with you, go Lions. I'm thinking Malback jersey. Yeah, dude, hey, you'll keep it for another, you'll still be on the team, Tim, for another 10 years. $5 super chat, hey, from Travis Doyley. What's your thoughts on them possibly moving Trey Flowers to outside linebacker? My thoughts is, if it helps our defense out and it helps Trey Flowers to get better, do it. Because we need Trey Flowers to step up. And that is no doubt about it. He needs to step up in a big, giant way. We're paying this man a lot of contract, a lot of money. If that is going to help him produce more, let's do it. I have no problem with him standing up because we need help on defense. We need help in the middle of this field. And if that solidifies it, that helps out. All for it, folks. Jorge, what's going on, Jorge? Hey, Vash Sarwin in the building. Thank you, Vash. Appreciate you jumping in here. New setup looks great. Thank you, Bruce. I told you in last stream, I was making sure that this does not screw up again. Your comments will be placed on here after this stream. This is a new setup, and I'm working the quirks out a little bit. The only issue was that. So, other than that, folks, this is what the setup will be looking like. I can change a million different views. Whatever view you guys want, I can do it. And that's what it's all about. So, there's a million different things you can do on this. And I did it for you guys here. Here's the bet. 2 wins the Super Bowl gets Stafford to the Lions. I say Lions. We'll see, man. I don't think Stafford's going to get to the Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams. I just don't. In all honesty, we have to see how the season plays out. In the best draft to pick up the Lions. Absolutely. How many sacks does the Lions get this year? Sacks? You know what? I'm going to go on a route. I'll say 30 sacks. The Lions will get 30 sacks. But when it comes to the production of the defensive line, let's not talk about sacks as being the end-all, be-all. I think our defensive line is not going to improve. It will improve better when it comes to sacks from last year, no doubt about it, just because of the scheme and we have healthy players. But I think when it comes to stopping the run, that's where this team's going to be much better on the defensive line. So sacks is a good thing. Stopping the run is a much better thing. Can you do a view of Pontiac Ford Field when Detroit Lions played there? They had Barry Sanders and was good. If you got pictures you want views on here, just send it to me, DM me via Twitter, and I could put every single view that you want on here. Neither are winning the Super Bowl. No, Stafford not going to a Super Bowl. I don't believe he is either. The NFC is stacked with a lot of quality football teams, and I think that, everyone's crowning the Rams as the team to beat, but did they forget about Tampa Bay? Did they forget about the Seattle Seahawks? Did they forget about San Francisco, who could be good too? Arizona Cardinals. There's a lot of good football teams in the NFC, so I'm not crowning them as champions. I think the random view is sweet. I think the random view is sweet. Yeah, I love it, man. So I can do anything. I got a billion different views. I got a billion different views that we can do. $5 super chat from Eric Minion. If we can get pressure on the quarterback, the secondary will play much better if we get Harris's replacement. Man, if we can get a Harris replacement, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. I am not a big fan of Harris. I don't think he's starter caliber. If we can get a better safety, upgrade that position, I think the secondary could be pretty good. Pretty good. I think it could be pretty good. But he is the scary part. Tracy Walker's a question mark, but I'll take a question mark over something that I don't feel is going to be good. What's going on, Liam Buckley? Welcome. Are the Packers going to be the problem this year? Justin Thomas, ask me if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. If he's the quarterback, they're going to be a problem. If he is not the quarterback, I think they can be swept. I think they could be a bad team, actually, in the NFC North. I think this team relies heavily on Aaron Rodgers. And if he is gone, Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers. Like, no way. So it would be a problem for them. But if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback, they're probably going to win the NFC North. So ask me after June 5, because I believe that's when he can get traded when it comes to their cap ramifications. Mike, the Rams won't even win their division. Definitely not a Super Bowl. D-Town, I actually agree with you. I don't think they're going to win their division. That's the funny thing. I don't believe they're going to win their division. I think that really that's the toughest division in the NFL. Seattle went 13-3. They do got Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf. They got a good football team. So look out for Seattle. Arizona, they're building something there. They are building something there. They got a scary defense, and if that offense can be anything like the defense, good luck. $5 super chat again from Travis the Goat Doily. What's your thoughts on the Lions going after Malik Hooker? I would approve of them going after Malik Hooker. Upgrade at safety position. Yes, he has an injury history. That is a issue. With that said, it would be at a one-year deal. I love one-year deals when you have question marks of players. So he is when on the field, he can get the ball turned over. And if you have him and Tracy Walker, that would be amazing. So yes, I'm all for it. $1.99 super chat from Main313. Shout out to you. New regime, new uniforms. Hey, so you want to get a new uniform? I would like them to go to get that black. Who likes that black uniform? I still have the black jersey up there with Kenny Galladay, but that would be sick. Thank you for that super chat. Tight end offense would be great. Yeah, and let's not the tight end position is actually really good. Y'all, we got Darren Fells with TJ Hockenson. Darren Fells is pretty good tight end, good at blocking, and he's actually not bad catching the football. When he was with the Detroit Lions just 2 years ago, he was pretty good. And I love Darren Fells. I remember he did that 2-touchdown game. He was ridiculous, man. So 100% Randy. Do you think the run game will improve enough to make up for the lacking receiving core? Yes, I do. See, that's the thing. I think that a lot of people think that this team is going to be terrible on offense. I don't believe that's the case. I think that we're used to a team that has a high-flying offense when it comes to wide receivers. Well, you just transition those yards to the running game. There you go. You're getting the same amount of yards, but I prefer to have a running game because when you run the football, it wears down defenses. The negative is it's hard to do an epic comeback. Like you can have a 2-minute drive by number 9, right? So if you're down, it's a little bit difficult to make up those fast yards. With that said, if you're up on a team, you can wear down the defense and kill a clock. And I prefer that because we always lose the game in the fourth quarter, it feels like, because we're unable to run the football. Now, with having Williams, with having Swift, Sewell, and a mentality of Anthony Lynn who runs the football, we're going to run the football. And I think that it's not going to be that big of an issue. Let's get 10 more likes to 75. 10 more likes to 75. Yes, I missed the black uniforms. If I miss your question, just repost it. I'm not being a prick. I just missed it. First game of the season, 49ers. We open at home. Tell me your thoughts. You know, this one's interesting. So I think we lose this game. With that said, I think Vegas has us +7. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's going to be closer than that. We could win this game, though, definitely. I think because when it comes to quarterback position, Garoppolo is going to be starting. It's not going to be Trey Lance. So I think that if Garoppolo is Garoppolo, Lions can win the football game, and it's at home. And it looks like we're going to have a full stadium because the mandate's getting lifted. You know, Ford Field, it hasn't been packed in a year. You're telling me this crowd's not going to go nuts, and it's going to be hard for the opposing offense to make calls? Very well could be. I do have us losing that game as of right now, but we can definitely win that game. It's one of those things where I think it's a lot closer than people think. $5 super chat says, okay, be safe, have fun, going to work now. OnePride. Well, thank you so much, Travis Doily. Have fun at work. I think we beat the Niners, and if we do it and build the great confidence for the season, it's very possible, D-Town. I don't think we're a +7 situation. I think it's more of like a +2. But it's closer than what people think. So if you're a betting person and it's in the Vegas to still have the odds of a +7, make sure you bet on this game because I don't think it's going to be that off. I mean, that's ridiculous a little bit. Yeah, cool, man. I agree with you. 49ers definitely a winnable game. It is. I want to see a top 5 running game. I don't know if we'll be top 5, but I think we're going to be between 10 and 15. I think that Detroit Lions could be between 10 and 15, and that's a major upgrade from what we've seen in years past. But we could be. We don't know right now. Having such a dominant offensive line and tight ends who can help block, and we're not just talking about tight ends. Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver, he can block as well. So, and with that play action, if we look at what this offense is going to do, it's going to run, play action. If defense is really starting to bite on the play action a little bit, you're going to be able to run the football too. So it's a positive thing in that manner. How many wins does Goff need to win the long-term job? I'm not looking at this year as for Goff needing to win the long-term job this year because of the defense. Next year, I think he would have to win, for him to be the long-term answer, 9 games next year, for him to be the guy to do it. And not be, he doesn't have to be the guy, but if we're like the first pick in the draft, we're taking a quarterback. If we're a top 10, I don't believe we probably take a quarterback. But he's got to win 9 games next year. This year, I think the Lions go around 6 wins. But look for next year, because he's going to be on this football team for this year and next year for sure due to his contract. Do you think we should buy tickets now or wait a little bit? I'd wait a little bit, cool man. Wait a little bit. It's no hurry. It's not like the games are going to be sold out, just because there's going to be people worried still, about getting the COVID. So I don't think you need to do it right now. Just to wait a little bit. Once we hear about everything being lifted, then you probably go ahead and buy the tickets. I feel we will win the San Francisco game, first game at home. It's possible. We have won a week 1 game in a little bit. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you, man. A mediocre defense and a middle-of-the-pack run game would be a major plus already. 100%, Dern. And it's not a bad thing to say that at all. I think it's a very, to have such a middle-of-the-road team going up from what it was last year. My God, it was bad, man. It was really, really bad last year. So, for sure. What do you think of the 4th-round receiver ends up on the depth chart? Who do you think is the 4th-round receiver? 4th round, that's going to be interesting. I think Cephas makes it to 3. I think initially it would probably be Amon-Ra St. Brown is 4, but throughout the year, I think he'll get better and get pushed up. Could end up being number 2 by that time. But I think it's going to be Tyrell Williams, Brashard Perryman, Cephas, Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's going to be your 1, 2, 3, 4. And who knows gets 5 at this point. It's going to be a lot of camp battles going on. They are cold, man. Those black jerseys are cold. If he plays the next 2 years like he did in 2018, we'll keep him. Yeah, if he plays better, and this is the big question mark. I'm going to make a video about this as well, was Jared Goff's issue Jared Goff, Sean McVay's offense, or the dysfunction that was going on between Sean McVay and Jared Goff? Because if you don't have a connection, guess what, folks? It doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't like each other, how can you work with somebody? I mean, we all know this. We all have jobs. If you have individuals who's your boss and your boss don't like you and you don't like your boss, do you think you're going to function at a high pace? No. So we're going to find out this year, kind of really what it is. How are we going to find out? Well, we'll see how the Rams do, and we'll see how the Lions do regarding the quarterback position. I say no to trading for Julio Jones. Yeah, I don't see us trading for Julio Jones. It's going to cost us a lot of money. He needs to end his career. If you gave me a choice between Odell Beckham or Julio Jones, I'll take Odell Beckham because he's younger. Julio Jones is older and he's got injury issues. At least Odell Beckham's younger in injury issues, even though I'm not saying I would trade for Odell. I'm just saying where we are in our timeline, Julio Jones, I don't think is going to be the greatest value in 3 years from right now. Awesome channel, bro. Who was the group of guys used to be affiliated with before? What's going on, Jay? Hey, I've been affiliated with a lot of Detroit Lions content creators. Pretty much everybody. All those guys, I'm pretty much affiliated with everybody. So, yep. But right now, I'm with Chat Sports from chatsports.com and on YouTube and Infinite Sports Network. So make sure you subscribe to all the members of Infinite Sports and all the members of Chat Sports. They're awesome. And check me out on Newsbreak, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. Lions Talk by Chat Sports. The last video, folks, the second last video, 120, now 6,000.5 views from 1 day ago. That is how we beat the legacy media. 126.5 thousand views on a video. That's what's up. Amendola was one of our better receivers, and now I can't find him anymore. Did he just vanish or something? No, I think he's waiting to get on a team. A lot of these veteran guys that are older right now that are not signed are waiting for the right situation. Maybe there's an injury to a particular player on a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team or an injury to a Seattle Seahawks team. Then an Amendola would sign, because right now he would get a lower contract, but if there is more of a demand of a wide receiver, then he will sign. It's smart business, because when you have a major injury to a player who is integral to your offense, Amendola's sitting there saying, well, I'm here, so he'll get a better contract that way. So that's why you're seeing some of these players that haven't signed as of right now. Vash Starwin, go Vash Starwin. Vash is awesome, man. Vash, we got to get back on a live stream together. Was a problem with LA, but I think their fans are convinced ourselves otherwise. We don't know. It's not convincing ourselves. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know until we know. There's many different things that has to play out. There's many different factors, and we just got to wait and see. I think we get our number one wide receiver in next year's draft. It's possible you can get a number one wide receiver in next year's draft for sure. It's possible, but I think it's just, again, it's best player available, and I think that's the best route to go for our football team, is just whatever it is, make sure you get the BPA. Make sure you like and subscribe to this live stream. We got 75 likes. I think we can get to 100 likes for sure. Smash that like button. Let's get to 100 likes, because when you hit that like button, that's how we get the video out. Smash that like button. Also, if you are watching this and 60% of you watch this are not subscribers, just that subscribe button. You're not missing out any of the news and rumors. And guess what? If there's breaking news, I'm doing it, and I do live streams all the time. This one was, hey, I just want to do a live stream. Why not? Let's see. Trade yet Crosby to the Cards for Isabella. Trade Tyrell Crosby. That would be interesting. I don't think they're going to trade away Andy Isabella, but that would be an interesting one. If they decided to trade Tyrell Crosby, I've made this in a video, I don't know, a week ago. I say if they decided to trade him, because I like him for the value for the Lions, because he's a good swing tackle, left, right. He brings value if there's an injury. But if they were to trade him, I would want to get a starting caliber player for his replacement. Personally, I'd like to go defense, but if they wanted to go a wide receiver, I would understand it. To me, that seems to be the only logical solution to a trade, in my opinion. I've got anywhere from 4 to 8 wins. Quite a few games could be either way. First game will tell us a lot about our defense. 100% Bruce. Bruce has been a valued subscriber for a long time, and I know a lot of times he can't get on when I'm live streaming, so I appreciate you getting on this day. Let me know, how do you guys like this live stream on a Sunday? If you guys like this concept, maybe I'll do it a little bit more. Just throw in here, do you like it doing a live stream instead of a mailbag video? Y for yes or N for no. Spam this comment section, and that will be a somewhat of a poll for me to guide towards potentially doing this more in the future. So let me know in the comment section, and if this is eventually something seen not live, let me know in the comment section after the stream is over. Right now, Vash says yes. He thinks it's a great idea. Great show as always, Mike the Dern. Yes, you rule. So 1 yes. Bryce says yes. Works for me. So 3 yes of doing live streams on Sunday at 11. So 3 yes. This Lions team has a chip on their shoulders from top down, and that's the kind of organization we got. We got 4 yeses. Randy Daniels. So 4 yeses, 0 no's. Let's see more. Okay, 5 yeses, 6 yeses. All right. 7 yeses. So it's looking pretty good right now. 8, 9 from Bo and Allen. So we got 9 yeses, and that's looking pretty good right now. Agreed tone. Let's see what. Okay, so it's looking like we're probably going to be doing this going forward because a lot of yeses, D-Town as well. So look for this going forward because my schedule is clear on Sundays at 11 generally, unless there's a family thing going on. It's looking like I could do this now on Sundays at 11 a.m. I can view by, hey, that's perfectly fine. So think about this going forward. I'm going to take this into consideration. I'll talk to the family members and see if this is something that I can do regular. And because I want to make sure I spend time with the family. Because, folks, I don't know if you know this, but I spend about 30 hours a week on YouTube. So I work my normal 40 hours. I do about 30 hours of work between making video content, preparing for videos, and news break, and live stream. So it's about 70 hours a week I put into work. So it's always important for me to get back to the family as well. You can absolutely compare a job in the NFL, the regular. Drama and tension impacts everything you do 100%, Bo. And that's, we all have dealt with this. We all have jobs. And I'm sure we've all had an employer who we really did not like or a boss that we did not like. And so we got to put that into the factor. We have to. If you look at Patricia, look how poorly the players responded. Clearly, a lot of players did not like Matt Patricia. The team played poorly. The said can be said about any team or any player. If there's a disconnect there, that's why sometimes like a Ryan Tannehill, he went from the Miami Dolphins to the Tennessee Titans, and now he's thriving. So we just don't know what we don't know. Everyone said Ryan Tannehill was a bust, and now he's looking like a pretty good quarterback for the situation there. So let's just be patient, and I think that's important for all of us to really understand. Sometimes being patient is a good thing. Why? So all yeses across the board. So that's a good informal poll, and I appreciate it. I love those informal polls. We got 81 thumbs up, 19 away from 100, and that's what it's all about. Do you think that the Bucs are the clear favorite out of the NFC, or do you think someone else? I do. I said even before last year, I said the Buccaneers were going to win the Super Bowl. That's why I had winning, and I said I have them repeating getting to the Super Bowl and potentially getting another ring. I do think they're the clear favorite. They brought back all their starters, 22 starters, amazing, but they're going to have competition. Again, there's NFC West teams there. You got the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be some competition. The Arizona Cardinals, the 49ers, there's going to be some competition there, but I do think they're the favorite right now. If I was to bet money, I'd bet on Tampa Bay Buccaneers representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. Dealing with some drama and tensions as a pro athlete is different from a regular job. There's always drama and tension as pro athletes that come with the job, and question is how you deal with it. Not necessarily. I dealt with drama in the Army, a very professional issue. And I tell you what, it affected me psychologically, and it affects you. So, and you're about to find that out here, Tone, very soon when you go to basic training. So there's some people that can handle it, and there's some people that cannot handle it. So it all depends what type of personality you are, what type of individual you are all around. Live, what a treat. So Jesse Miller likes it as well. Yes, decided to go live on this beautiful Sunday. And I wanted to get back to you guys and give you a better stream to pay attention to, and give you a different look at my new setup and how I got my program that I made sure that I had for you guys. With that said, folks, I've been on for nearly an hour, and I want to hang out with the family, as well as I want to listen to Troxel Sports Streams for his NBA content. I love listening to it. The guy gets hype. Make sure you guys go check out Troxel Sports Stream today. He's got 3 streams he's going to be doing on. This dude gets hype. He loses his voice because he's nuts. So I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on a Sunday. We got to 125 people in here on a Sunday at 11 in the morning. That's amazing. So it wouldn't have been done without you guys. You guys are the GOATs, and I really appreciate everybody. With